Good morning. Welcome to Unity of Palmyra, and happy Mother's Day to everyone who is a mother and everyone who had one. So that would be everybody. So, Unity of Palmyra is an open and affirming community. We love you exactly as you are in all of your magnificent glory, and we are so happy that you're here with us today on this beautiful spring day. If you notice a little nasaliness, it's because I've been enjoying our beautiful spring days out in my garden. So let's take a minute to become fully present. Wherever you are in this moment, I invite you to be here now. To let go of what was, to let go of what will be, and to give yourself the ultimate gift of being fully present in this now moment. Because in the past, there could be some regret. In the future, there might be a little bit of worry. But right now, in this moment, there is such the capacity for joy. And so that's what we embrace right now. The joy of being here. And as always, we enter into this experience with so much gratitude as we say thank you. Thank you for this time to come apart for a while, to remember the truth of who we are, that we are spiritual beings having an incredibly interesting human experience. And we say thank you for whatever safe space you are in this morning, whether you're here in the sanctuary with us, whether you're joining us from home, whether you're listening to this months from now. We're so glad you're here. And finally, we say thank you. Thank you for this beloved community, so dedicated to making a difference in the world, to being that change that we wish to see. And so it is. Amen. So please stand. Together, may the light we now kindle inspire us to use our powers to heal and not to hurt, to help and not to hinder, to bless and not to curse, to serve you, Divine Spirit. And so today we're going to be talking about the importance of not only shining our light, but inviting and encouraging others to shine theirs. So of course, we have to start off with this little light of mine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. All around the world, I'm gonna let it shine. All around the world, I'm gonna let it shine. All around the world, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. That is not your vacation Bible school, Let It Shine. Let me just tell you, that was a rockin' Let It Shine. Let's share together as we envision awakened hearts, empowered lives, a world transformed through love. And our mission, wherever we are, we create an open, safe, and caring community, calling all to embrace their oneness with the divine through prayer, education, practice, and service. And one of the ways we practice is to honor wherever you are in your hugging journey. So if you want to hug, this tells us we can bring one in. If you're more comfortable with the handshake, we will respect that. And if you want us to leave you completely alone, we totally understand. And we will honor whatever bubble you create about yourself. Have a great time. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. Okay, everybody, sing along. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. You know, I'm thinking there might be chocolate in your future next week because you were all sitting down by the last kaboom. Not that we're food motivated at all, or chocolate motivated. All right, some announcements. Our prayer chaplains today are Gwendolyn and Elaine and Rick Hoover are serving for the first time. Welcome to the team. So Gwendolyn's going to be sharing joys and concerns, and all three of them will be available over in this nice quiet corner if anyone would like one-on-one prayer following the service today. And they will be holding a very sweet space for us during the service. Our last discussion Zoom for this series is this Thursday at 6:30. The link is in your weekly email, so feel free to jump on. The last value we're going to be exploring next week is spiritual. Y'all might have some input into spiritual. We have a couple of classes starting. Gwen's Discover the Power Within You class starts on the 12th. Okay, this Tuesday, and then my Reading the Bible Again for the First Time class starts on Thursday, May 21st, and then this coming Saturday, the 16th, is my annual Spiral Dynamics 101 workshop, and that is via Zoom. If you are curious about spiral dynamics, or if you need a refresher for previous spiral dynamics work. Linda, I think you've taken it 3 times so far. 4 times, yeah. And I will say every time I teach it, I learn something new about it. Spiral dynamics, for those of you who may not be familiar, is an evolutionary model that helps to explain a whole lot about what's going on in our world today. So if you need any reassurance, jump onto the workshop on Saturday morning. Our next Hug Sunday is the 4th Sunday, which is May 24th, and Holly has established that the theme is going to be your mom's favorite recipe. I also think if you're a mom, you get to bring your favorite recipe. What do you think? Okay. And then on June 18th is the first of 3 book club meetings for this summer queer book club, and the books are amazing, and I'm assuming allies are also invited. Okay, so that starts on June 18th, and that's going to be 1 in June, 1 in July, and 1 in August. So please, does anybody need to sign up for that, or they just show up? And will there be snackies? Okay, there will be snackies. All right. Sherry, you had a couple of announcements.
I have 2 announcements. One is just a reminder that the May 31st service is going to be honoring our past, celebrating our future. So if there is anything that you would like to contribute to the service, please sign up downstairs. There's a sign-up sheet, or you can email me. My email's in the weekly email blast. So please participate in that, where it's going to be a very special service. And the second announcement is we had such a great time at our community retreat. We decided to ask Maria Wald to see if they had space for us next year, and they do. So we are signed up for May 21st to the 23rd, 2027. So just wanted to put that out there that we are going to do it again because it was great.
It was very fun, and Mod Podge was involved. So, and we also decided that what happens at Maria Wald stays at Maria Wald. So please do sign up if you can. There was so much laughter and sharing and food and laughter and food and Mod Podge. It was awesome. It was just a wonderful, wonderful time. And so I have one final announcement, and we'll share more details of this at the Hug meeting, but we have received our inheritance from Margot Ream. Yes, and it is very generous, and we will be able to pay off the lift and more, with what we received. So we'll tell you all the details when at the hug meeting this month. But it was lovely to get that check in the mail. So breathing. All right, Miss Becky, would you like to read the daily word?
Good morning.
Good morning.
The word or words for today are blessing for mothers. I bless and give thanks for the mothers in my life. Today, I celebrate and honor the world's mothers. First, of course, is the mother who nurtured and guided me to be the person I am through her love and example. I also bless those who have shown me a mother's love throughout my life. These special ones may be grandmothers, aunts, or other family members. Perhaps a neighbor or teacher took me under their wing, offering me support and encouragement. I have deep appreciation for them all. On Mother's Day, I bless the mothers and mother figures in my life with thoughts of gratitude and love. I hold these dear ones gently in prayer, affirming they know the tender, nurturing love of God as they have so selflessly shared it with me. And from Proverbs 3:17, her ways are ways of pleasantness, and all her paths are peace.
I am home, my family is here. I feel loved by the ones I hold so dear. And when my family needs me, I promise to be there. And when I need my family, I'm lifted up in prayer.
And prayer is the source. And this is the time when we share in our joys and concerns. So I ask you now, if you feel comfortable, to close your eyes or lower your gaze and begin to connect back with Source. Yeah, we never leave it, but this is the moment when we just feel it. We go deeper, breathing in all that we need, and exhaling that which no longer serves us. Just take that moment, feel that sacredness as we connect, not just with ourselves in that deepness, but to each other, one to each other, in that web, the web of life, relaxing deeper, knowing that you are in the right place at the right time. And so we bring up any concern that may be weighing on you this morning. Take that concern and know that it is already taken care of. For Source knows and takes care of all our needs. And if you would like at this moment, if there is someone who is especially in need of your thought and prayer, go ahead and say their name and release it to the universe. And know that it has been lifted up. It has been lifted and it has been taken care of. For again, Source knows and takes care of us, just like the Divine Mother, who we celebrate today. And as we look at that, let's look at the joys. Bring up a memory of a beautiful joy of a mother Source. It may be a biological mother. It may be a mother who has taken care of you as a mother. Or it may be just that special divine female source that has mothered you. And feel that joy. Maybe there was laughter. Maybe there were tears. But there is always the caring and the love. And we are thankful and we are grateful for the source of that love. There is always love. And so I want to include this morning the Mother of Unity, our beautiful co-founder, Myrtle Fillmore. And these are some words on divine love that I found. It is my great joy to perceive somewhat of the mother side of God, the divine love that never fails and that is equal to the drawing of souls to itself. It is my prayer to be able to radiate the qualities of this divine love to all. And as we feel that divine source from Myrtle radiate to us, and all of the beautiful love that prevails around us, we are again so grateful. And we say thank you. And so it is, and so it shall be. Namaste.
The God in me beholds the God in you. Namaste. The God in me beholds the God in you. Namaste. You are beautiful. You are whole. You are beautiful. You are whole.
I've seen you struggle, I've seen you stumble and get back up again. I've seen you worry, and I've seen the courage that shines in you, my friend. You inspire me, and I can't help but see how beautiful, how beautiful, how beautiful you are. How beautiful, how beautiful, how beautiful you are. When I'm losing hope at the end of my rope, find strength in your eyes. 'Cause you've walked alone on the darkest of roads, and your spirit it still shines. You inspire me to live courageously. How beautiful, how beautiful, how beautiful you are. How beautiful, how beautiful, how beautiful you are.
So I would just love it if you guys, whoever wishes to do so, would join in with us on this chorus. The words are very simple. It's just how beautiful 3 times, and then you are. And look at each other. Sorry. Like Reverend Stephanie sometimes has us do this. Look around at the people sitting next to you if you're able to do that. And tell them how beautiful they are. Okay, now.
How beautiful, how beautiful, how beautiful you are. How beautiful, how beautiful, how beautiful you are.
That was sweet. Thank you.
Not to be redundant, but that was beautiful. So, last week we looked at accepting and compassionate. This is us exploring our new vision, mission, and values. Today we're going to be looking at inclusive and inspirational. And we, in our last discussion group, we were noticing how perfectly accepting and compassionate went together. And now we're also noticing how perfectly inclusive and inspirational go together. So, I looked up definitions. Inclusion refers to an environment where everyone feels respected and valued and has equal opportunities regardless of their background or identity. It's an adjective that describes something designed to involve, welcome, or accommodate all people, ideas, or groups without excluding anyone. Inclusiveness is the practice or policy of providing equal access, opportunities, and resources to all people, particularly those who may be marginalized or overlooked. It's defined by fostering an environment where everyone feels valued, respected, and supported, regardless of their background, identity, or abilities. So key aspects of the best definitions include a broad scope, a wide, comprehensive approach that avoids bias or limiting participation. It also includes active integration, deliberately, hear that word, deliberately welcoming and incorporating diverse individuals into communities, organizations, and processes. And then finally, cultural belonging, a culture that ensures that everyone feels safe, respected, and able to contribute their unique perspectives. So that's what the computer says. Here's what we decided, and tell me if you think we did a pretty good job with this. Our value of inclusive is embracing the diverse tapestry of humanity and consciously creating a space where every voice is heard, every identity is celebrated, and all are truly welcome. How'd we do? Pretty good, huh? So they used the word deliberately welcoming and incorporating. We used consciously creating a space. So in order to do this deliberately and consciously, we have to look at, or at least become aware of, our unconscious biases and worldviews, and to notice where we're not being inclusive. And one of my favorite teachings from Spiral Dynamics is we don't realize we have a worldview until we come up against a different worldview. And then we go, what? I don't think that way. That hasn't been my experience. And that's when we open our minds and our hearts and recognize that there's a world that exists totally outside of our view. And in order to be truly inclusive, we need to be open to that. So inclusive also asks that we be both in the muck and the grace, to quote Rollheiser, of spiritual community. Because back to the definition, embracing the diverse tapestry of humanity, the front of a tapestry is absolutely gorgeous. Have you ever seen the back of a tapestry? It's a mess. It's knots and threads and runs, but it's the mess, it's the muck that creates the beauty. One of the reasons I was so moved when Jess created this incredible new logo was she incorporated the lotus. The beauty of the lotus is it arises from the mud. And one of Thich Nhat Hanh's favorite teachings was no mud, no lotus, right? So out of the mess, out of the muck, out of the mud grows the beauty. So we had a conversation a couple weeks ago in the discussion Zoom, and Misty, I think you brought this question up where you said, what's the difference between accepting and inclusive? And at first we were like, oh, what is the difference between accepting and inclusive? And then as we dug deeper into both our definitions and the definitions out there, what we saw is that we can be accepting anywhere. Grocery store, Walmart, the garden, whatever. But inclusive implies a container. There's a space that is inclusive, whether it's a community or a group or an organization. And that's where part of our definition, consciously creating a space, comes in. And again, notice that word consciously and deliberately. Inclusion doesn't happen by accident. We have to create it. In your weekly email, we dropped in this meme. Diversity is having a seat at the table. Inclusion is having a voice. And belonging is having that voice be heard. So a couple of more definitions. So diversity is the quality of being different or unique at the individual or group level. So this can include work styles, whether you're a parent or not, your sexual orientation, your gender identity, your skin color, your language, your age, your mental or physical abilities. All of this is diversity. And even people who appear the same on the outside can be different on the inside. Back to our worldviews. Inclusion is a strategy of leveraging diversity. So diversity is. Inclusion needs to be created. So leveraging diversity, I love this quote, requires an environment where people feel heard and supported to do their personal best. Diversity always exists in social systems. Inclusion, on the other hand, must be created. So, back to spiral dynamics, Jim Lockhart addresses this in his book, Creating the Beloved Community. He says, the issue of diversity and inclusion has been much on my mind of late. He said, this is because it is a topic of current focus in New Thought organizations, and because it is something that I value greatly. New Thought is the umbrella of Unity and Centers for Spiritual Living. We're all considered to be New Thought, capital N, capital T. He says there are a number of program initiatives, training programs, and other approaches to move forward and to bring greater diversity and inclusion to New Thought and to our communities, and hopefully, I added the hopefully, to the larger society as well. And as with all things, there are a few blind spots involved. One of these blind spots relates to a lack of understanding of cultural evolution, complexity, and value systems, and how they affect those initiatives. This is why we teach spiral dynamics, because this is what he's talking about, is that when we study that evolutionary model, we're able to get clear about what values do we honor and what values are we not honoring, and how can we be more inclusive of all of those important values on that evolutionary spectrum. So, can you think of any examples where we are inclusive? How are we doing on the inclusive-o-meter? This is where you get to say something. Yeah.
We take part in different pride festivals.
Yeah. So we're open and affirming and welcoming. Yeah.
We have a somewhat diverse community. It'd be great for it to be wider, more widely diverse as time
Yeah.
goes by.
Yeah.
That's all I have.
Okay, good. What else? How else are we inclusive?
In creating our vision and value statement, we got everyone to do their own values.
Yeah.
We did values by group, and we did values for the entire community, and then we distilled this as a process where we percolated and we considered and we really made sure that no matter whose voice was being spoken, that there was some essence of that in the final product.
I love the word percolated. We percolated. Yes, that's actually a brilliant observation, Rich, that the whole process of discerning the vision, mission, and values was inclusive. And Gary's brilliant process where everything gets rolled does mean that even if a particular quality or value that you put up on the board didn't show up, you could see it in what did show up. So the whole process itself was very inclusive. Yeah, good. How else are we inclusive? Thank you so much for saying the lift. I was really hoping somebody would say the lift, right? Yes. So yes, we are finally mostly completely accessible. We still are working on the upstairs, but there's only so much you can do in a 130-year-old building, right? But yes, the lift does make us more inclusive. Can you think of anything where we could be more inclusive? Is there anything that we could do better? Because that's where our work lies, right? You think of anything? Stronger Youth Ed, yeah, we're working. Yeah. And this is also fodder for our hug meeting, right? We want to talk about this at the hug meeting. Is there a way that we can be more inclusive? Because that's where our work is, right? We want to acknowledge how inclusive we have become, and is there more that we could do? So this gets us to inspirational. So back to the definitions. Inspirational is an adjective describing people, actions, or things that fill you with hope, courage, or the motivation to create and do something great. I just love the definition. I find the definition inspiring. It often refers to something that arouses mental or emotional stimulation, making you want to improve or act. So here's some key aspects. Encouraging and motivating, making you feel hopeful or empowered to act, for example, after hearing an inspirational story. It stimulates creativity, sparking new ideas, often resulting from a sudden positive mental shift. It's an influential example, we're going to get to this in a few minutes, describing someone whose actions are worthy of admiration or imitation, often in overcoming obstacles. This is why, I read this years ago, that someone who struggled with depression said that one of the best ways they could kind of help to lift themselves out of it was to read a biography of an inspiring person. And it gave them hope, which is exactly what we're talking about here. And the origin of the word is derived from the Latin inspirare, which means to breathe into. And it originally implied a divine or profound force acting upon a person. So, here's our definition. Inspirational, igniting the light, and we capitalized the L, in ourselves and others, growing a spiritually vibrant community extending beyond our walls. So how do we do? Pretty good? You find that hopeful and encouraging and empowering? Okay. James Baldwin said, "The longer I live, the more deeply I learn that love, whether we call it friendship or family or romance, is the work of mirroring and magnifying each other's light." Isn't that beautiful? And that is one of the powers of being in community, is that we hold up a mirror for one another. When we forget how beautiful we are, we hold up a mirror to remind one another. So I also think it's interesting timing, or divine timing, that we're looking at inspirational on Mother's Day, because that means it's time for my annual reading of the Mother's Day Proclamation of 1870 by Julia Ward Howe. But again, divine timing. You all know I'm a big fan of historian Heather Cox Richardson. I read her piece every morning, and this morning she decided to supplement my talk with some background that, although I had researched this before, I didn't know. So I'm going to share a little bit. She says, if you Google the history of Mother's Day, the internet will tell you that Mother's Day began in 1908 when Anna Jarvis decided to honor her mother. But Mother's Day, with the apostrophe after the S, plural, actually started in the 1870s, when the sheer enormity of the death caused by the Civil War and the Franco-Prussian War convinced writer and reformer Julia Ward Howe that women must take control of politics from the men who had permitted such carnage. This may take a while to get through. I think there's going to be a lot of cheering. Mother's Day, apostrophe after the S, was not designed to encourage people to be nice to their mothers, although I think that's perfectly appropriate. It was part of women's effort to gain power to change society. The Civil War years taught naive Americans what mass death meant in the modern era. Soldiers who had marched off to war with fantasies of heroism discovered that newly invented long-range weapons turned death into tortured anonymity. Men were trampled into blood-soaked mud, piled like cordwood in ditches, or withered into emaciated corpses after dysentery drained their lives away. The women who had watched their hale and hardy men march off to war were haunted by its results. They lost fathers, husbands, sons, and brothers. The men who did come home were scarred in both body and mind. Everything old is new again, apparently. Modern war, it seemed, was not a game. But out of the war also came a new sense of empowerment. Women had bought bonds, paid taxes, raised money for the war effort, managed farms, harvested fields, worked in war industries, reared children, and nursed soldiers. I think that observation is really interesting because she's talking about after the Civil War, but that's exactly what happened during the World Wars. The women stayed home and ran the country. When the war ended, they had every expectation that they would continue to be considered valuable participants in national affairs and had every intention of continuing to take part in them. So that's Heather. But that didn't happen. The 14th Amendment, which was passed in 1868, gave black men the right to vote, but it didn't include women. And for the first time, the word male was included in the Constitution. So the fight continued for decades until women finally won the right to vote in 1920 when the 19th Amendment was ratified. And we should say most women were given the right to vote because not all women were included. Women of color were not included, indigenous women were not included, Asian women were not included until decades later, and only then after fighting for their rights. So Heather concludes her piece this morning while saying, while we celebrate the modern version of Mother's Day on May 10th, in this momentous year of 2026, it's worth remembering that the original Mother's Day and Julia Ward Howe's conviction that women must have the same rights as men and that they must make their voices heard. So here's the proclamation. And I was wondering how I was going to work this in today, so thank you, Heather Cox Richardson. Arise, all women who have hearts, whether your baptism be that of water or of tears, and say firmly, we will not have great questions decided by irrelevant agencies. Our husbands shall not come to us reeking with carnage for caresses and applause. Our sons shall not be taken from us to unlearn all that we have been able to teach them of charity, mercy, and patience. We women of one country will be too tender of those of another country to allow our sons to be trained to injure theirs. From the bosom of the devastated earth, a voice goes up with our own. It says, disarm, disarm. The sword is not the balance of justice. Blood does not wipe out dishonor, nor violence indicate possession. It's amazing how appropriate this is for today. As men have often forsaken the plow and the anvil at the summons of war, let women now leave all that may be left of home for a great and earnest day of council. Let them meet first as women to bewail and commemorate the dead. Let them then solemnly take counsel with each other as to the means whereby the great human family can live in peace, each learning after his own time the sacred impress, not of Caesar, but of God. In the name of womanhood and of humanity, I earnestly ask that a general Congress of women without limit of nationality may be appointed and held at some place deemed most convenient and at the earliest period consistent with its objects, to promote the alliance of the different nationalities, the amicable settlement of international questions, the great and general interests of peace. So I don't know about you, I find that inspiring. And I love how this lesson from our history ties these two values together. Because we are inspired to be inclusive. We are inspired to ignite the light in ourselves and others. And we are inspired to grow a spiritually vibrant community extending beyond our walls. So how do we mirror and magnify each other's light? I say it's by appreciating and encouraging one another's gifts and talents, and how each one of us makes a difference in the world, and how that difference is different for each one of us. So I was particularly drawn to the word vibrant. I love that word. Vibrant describes something full of energy, life, or intense color. It refers to pulsating, vigorous, or bright things, such as a vibrant personality, a vibrant city, or vibrant colors. It can also mean physically vibrating or producing a resonant sound. So pulsating with vigor, activity, or enthusiasm. Striking or vivid. Exhibiting a lively, enthusiastic, or sparkling personality. So how do we apply that to community? What does a spiritually vibrant community look like? Hugs and handshakes that could go for the entire service if we let it. Yes, you hug very vibrantly. Yes. Yeah, what else? It's interactive with each other and out in the world. What else? What does a spiritually vibrant community look like? We help each other enthusiastically, yes. We walk our talk. Miss Gemma. We stay kind and we don't hurt anyone. Yep. How's that for a spiritually vibrant community? Right? We walk our talk. You know, I love that we have all three of these quilts in here because they all still apply. Open to spirit, connected with spirit, transformed by spirit. Peace, love, and joy, right? Centered in love, we embrace a positive path for spiritual living. Hey, just because positive doesn't show up on this one doesn't mean you get to be cranky now. Because being a spiritually vibrant community might mean that we look for the good. We don't ignore what isn't good. That's bypassing, and we don't do that, right? Right? Okay. Thank you, Gemma. But we still look for the good, right? And I can't think of anything more important in the world today than an entire community that insists on finding the good in a world that doesn't feel good right now, right? And then finally, awakened hearts, empowered lives, a world transformed through love. Boy, that sounds vibrant, right? The banner is vibrant. That's right. I think it was Cynthia that pointed out that every banner has become more and more bright, right? More and more vibrant. Turning up the light, right? So how do we extend that beyond our walls? Streaming. That's a big one. Thanks, guys. Right? How else? Participating in No King's Day. Yeah, shining our light, right? Sometimes Sometimes shining our light means that we have the courage to shine the light in the darkness, right? Sending our tithes out, all the organizations that we support through your giving. And we make really sure every December when we come up with our giving schedule for the following year that the organizations that we give to are consistently demonstrate our values, right? And if we decide to invest some of the inheritance money, we're going to make sure that whatever we invest in is consistent with our values, right? To bring more light into the world.
We partner with other churches.
We partner with other churches, that's right. And we're always very cheerful when we do it, aren't we, Linda? When Linda and I team up down at the Church of the Brethren, we've been called the comic relief for the day. So, right? But that's how we shine our light, right? Pride, going to Pride, shining our light. Absolutely. And sometimes, guys, it's just being the one person in the checkout lane who asks the cashier how their day is going, right? And telling the cashier, have a great day. You're doing a great job. That's shining our light. It doesn't have to be huge. We don't have to stand at the top of the Statue of Liberty. Sorry, I had a little brain blip there. I almost said the Eiffel Tower, but that's not the same thing, right? Sometimes it's the little things that make the biggest difference in someone's day. Part of my vows when I was ordained was a line from St. Francis of Assisi, and I said, I vow to preach wherever I go, using words only when necessary, right? In other words, we shine our light by being the change we wish to see in the world. And thank you for that, Steve. That was beautiful. That came from Steve. So we added a line before our values this year. By living these values joyfully, we empower one another to transform our lives and our world. So we get to demonstrate these values joyfully. And we get to ask ourselves, every day, why are these important to us? What is it about these values that we have decided define us? And how can we live them joyfully, both in here and out there, and truly be the light of the world? Let's take that into meditation.
I am light, I am light. 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 I am not the things my family did. I am not the voices in my head. I am not the pieces of the brokenness inside. I am light. I am light, I am light. I am light, I am light. I'm not the mistakes that I have made. I am not the things that cause me pain. I am not the pieces of the dreams I left behind. I am light. I am light. I am light. I am not the color of my eyes. I am not the skin on the outside. I am not my age. I am not my race. My soul inside is all light. I am divinity defined. I am the God on the inside. I am a star, a piece of it all. I am light. So I invite you to breathe. Breathe in all the light in this room. And breathe out all the light that you are. Science tells us that the very air we breathe is full of stardust from exploding stars a millennia ago. And so literally every breath fills us with light and has the capacity to inspire us to shine that light and to shine that light to everyone, no exceptions. To create a space, a community so filled with light and love that everyone who walks through our doors feels loved and welcome and included and knows that they belong here. And then we take that light outside of our walls and we shine it to everyone we meet on our journey. We smile at people as we pass them on the sidewalk. We tell our cashiers and our waiters to have a great day. We thank our healers for their gifts. And we teach our children through our words and our actions that they are beautiful. With every breath, we shine our light. With every breath, we know that we are light. I am divinity defined. I am the God on the inside. I am a star, a piece of it all. I am light.
That was lovely. So this is the time of our service where we no longer pass the basket. If you have anything paper to give, there's a lovely container back there by Dan, and there's all sorts of ways to send it through the ethers to our community. What we'd like to do during this time is express our incredible gratitude for your ongoing generosity, for the giving of your time, your talent, and your treasure into the very important work of this community. Every gift you give is an investment in us being able to continue that work, to be able to continue to shine our light, and to be that open and affirming and welcoming space in the greater community. Thank you.
Teach me that it all belongs, that everything is sacred. I eat the bread and drink the wine, but help me love my neighbor and show me how to hold this life. 'Cause I don't want to waste it. No, I don't want to waste it. Oh, heaven is upside down. Oh, it can be here now. Oh, seeing it all around, that everything is sacred. The ordinary shines and glows, filled with your intentions, and you don't see the lines we draw between secular and sacred. Oh, show me how to hold this life, 'cause I don't want to waste it. No, I don't want to waste it. Oh, heaven is upside down. Oh, it can be here now. Oh, seeing it all around, that everything is sacred. Life is a gift and the giver is good. Life is a gift and the giver is good. Life is a gift and the giver is good. Life is a gift and the giver is good. Life is a gift and the giver is good. Life is a gift and the giver is good. And oh, heaven is upside down, and oh, it can be here and now. Oh, seeing it all around, that everything is sacred, that everything is sacred, that everything is sacred. Life is a gift and the giver is good. Boy, that's a mantra if I ever heard one. Let's stand and share in our unity blessing. Together, we love you, we bless you, we appreciate you, and we behold the Christ in each and every one of you. Together, we extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we are together again. I stand for love, I stand for peace, I stand for joy and for release, for what is beautiful and true. I stand for hope, I stand for you. You know our world is in great pain, she needs our love and care again. But there are those who fail to see what we have done and what we need. There is a cost for every act, and now there is no turning back. We burn a bridge, we bang a drum. It's time to rise, the time has come. If you're thinking it's not urgent, that we've got more time to kill, if I'm not the one who'll change things, then for heaven's sake, who will? So I will move and I will climb that mountain one step at a time. I won't be swayed, I will not stop until we've made it to the top, where we will stand for love and peace. We'll stand for joy and for release, for what is beautiful and true. We'll stand for hope, we'll stand for you, for what is beautiful and true. I stand for hope, I stand for you. As the light of God we shine, as the love of God we embrace, as the power of God we stand in truth, as the presence of God we radiate love. Wherever we are the divine in expression, and all is well with our souls. Wherever you are this week, be the light. Amen? Shine, shine, shine your light.
Have a wonderful week. We'll see you back here next week for Spiritual. Please join us downstairs for coffee. Bye-bye, our YouTube and Facebook friends. We love you so much. Have a wonderful week.